Oh my God. Okay, so listen, you're probably feeling like everything's just crashing down around you right now, and I totally get it. Divorces are messy enough on their own, but when you throw a business into the mix, it's like, what even is life right now? Like, seriously, being a business owner adds this whole extra layer of stress and chaos. So let's talk about how you can protect your business while you're in the middle of this storm. First off, take a deep breath. I know the thought of losing what you've built is terrifying. It's your baby, right? You've poured your heart, soul, and probably way too many late nights into this thing. But here's the deal. You're not powerless here. Even though it might feel like it, there are actually some things you can do to keep some control. Okay, so let's get real here. In Pennsylvania, there's this thing called equitable distribution. And before you roll your eyes at the legal jargon, let me break it down. It basically means that when you're splitting everything up, they're going to try to do it fairly. Not necessarily equally, but fairly. And that includes your business. So, yeah, that's a big reason why you want to be proactive and not just reactive. And I know you might be thinking, but hey, I started this business by myself, it's mine, which, like, yeah, totally makes sense. But depending on how much your partner was involved, and I mean financially or even just letting you work those insane hours, it could be considered marital property. Can you imagine? Like, who does that? But it's a thing. You really need to start pulling all your business documents together. I'm talking about tax returns, financial statements, balance sheets, all the stuff that makes your eyes glaze over. And I know it sounds like a lot, but having all this at your fingertips is power. You can show exactly what went into the business, what's been happening with it, and really make a case for why it should be yours. Plus, it gives you a clearer picture of where you're at financially. And here's another thing to think about. If you haven't already, you should probably get a valuation of your business. Like, get someone to actually come in and tell you what it's worth. I had a friend who went through this, and she said getting a valuation helped her understand her business in a whole new way. It's not just about how it feels to you, but what it looks like on paper. And that's the stuff that matters in court, unfortunately. Now, about those contracts. Remember that prenup or postnup we talked about back in the good times? Yeah, that could come in handy right about now. If you didn't have one, don't freak out. It's just one less backup plan you have, but it's not the end. If your partner's name is on anything, like as an LLC co-owner or something, it might be a bit sticky. I'm not saying it's over, but you may have to get creative or even negotiate. Maybe you buy them out, or maybe you work out a different arrangement. And I know it's like, why should you even have to do this? I get fired up just thinking about it. Okay, so take a step back and think strategically about your team. The people who work for you, make sure they're in the loop, but not too much. Know what I mean? Like, they need to know you're going through a tough time, but you don't want them panicking about their jobs either. Let them know you're handling things. Transparency with them is key, but you also need to project stability. It's like walking a tightrope, but you're going to be just fine. And like, speaking of handling things, I have to bring this up. Do not, and I repeat, do not start making big changes in your business right now. No crazy new ventures, no big expenses, no drastic cuts. Courts look at this stuff and they'll wonder what you're up to. Keep it steady, keep it honest. One way to protect your business is to separate your personal and business finances as much as possible. If you haven't been doing this, now's the time to start. Seriously, open that business bank account if you haven't already, and make sure your finances are like church and state. I know money talk is so stressful, but it's essential. And girl, let me tell you, treat your business like it's another person in this divorce. What do I mean by that? Think about what it needs separately from what you want. You've got to be its advocate because no one else will be. Something else that's super important is to get the right legal help. You want someone who knows their way around business and divorce law. And I can't stress this enough. It's like trying to bake a cake without a recipe. And honey, you don't want to wing it when your livelihood is at stake. And if you're feeling totally overwhelmed, you're not alone. This is a lot to navigate, but remember, you're not the first person to go through this. There are people who specialize in exactly this kind of situation. It's so important to have someone in your corner who can guide you through the nitty-gritty details and legal stuff. I had another friend who went through a divorce, and she said her lawyer was like her North Star through all the chaos. It made such a difference having someone who could translate all the legal jargon into here's what you should do next steps. Honestly, take this time to focus on what you truly want. What role do you want in your business moving forward? What changes can you implement to make sure this business works for you, not just financially, but emotionally? it might be a good opportunity to reassess and pivot in a way that actually makes you feel good. Okay, and lastly, just remember, you've got this. Seriously. You've built this business from the ground up, and you're not going to let it slip through your fingers. You are stronger than you think, and you've got an army of support behind you, including me. I'm here cheering you on every step of the way. And oh, if you need someone amazing to help guide you through the legal stuff, I cannot recommend Petrelli Previtera enough. They know their stuff, and they'll fight for you like they're part of your family. Just head over to petrellilaw.com or give them a call. It might be the best move you make for your peace of mind. You're going to come out stronger on the other side. I promise.